and welcome to the Traveling Knitter channel. This is the October 2023 podcast episode, and I will share with you the things that I've been making, what I plan to make, and the things that I have purchased. I have a lot of finished objects this time around. I am really pleased with this. I fully finished, worn multiple times, and blocked twice my Irving socks by Jaclyn Salem. So these are, they're knit in a Teal Torch Knits yarn that is one of her sock bases. I want to say it's a 75-25, and the colorway might be Dancing on Top of Cars. I'm having a hard time remember. It's one of the colors that I used in my Birds of a Feather, and then the toe is a mini from Ash and Bumble, and it was in the Zinnia bundle that she did maybe 2 years ago. It was like a minis bundle, and I used them to make sprocket socks, which did not fit. So I made these socks instead. So they're leftover socks, but they turned out so cute. They look really cute on. The leg detail is really fun. And the back is a purl line, which is really nice because that tells you your repeats. So it's easy for me to count how many repeats I did to mimic on the other sock. These, once I really started working on them, they flew, but I knit one of these at Disney World, which was just kind of a nice feeling. So second time using the yarn, first time knitting this pattern, and these socks are for me. Even though they're scrap yarn, these ones are for me. I still have, some leftover yarn. Not enough to do exactly what I did here, but if I did heels, toes, and cuffs in a different color, I could definitely make another pair of socks out of it. So I was thinking of pairing it with maybe a blue, and I have so many minis right now, so I could pair it with like this blue, which would be really cute. So we have options, or I could go completely different and maybe like a yellow would be really fun. So I definitely plan to make another pair of socks. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same pattern. I think it would be fun. And then I can gift these. I think these turned out so, well, not these, but gift the other ones. I think they just turned out so nice. So that's what I have left over. Another finished object is my Rhinebeck Doodle Cowl. I think it turned out so nice. I used a Miss Babs Yowza yarn. This guy here, I just wanted a neutral background, and I thought this one did the trick. And then for all of the minis, I used a Yarn Floozy mini skein pack that my best friend got for me when she was in New Zealand. I think it was for my birthday, Christmas or birthday. So pretty. All the colors are really like deep and moody and jewel tone. They're so pretty. They work so well together. Love it. Modifications that I did from the original doodle pattern are, mine's fingering weight, and I love it. It looks so dainty, and with it being fingering, I added one additional repeat. I could have gotten away, well, just one makes it a very, like, not tight, but there's not a lot of floppiness going on, right? Like it's up to my neck, but that's what I wanted. I have a lot of cowls that do, I don't want to stretch it out, but like they flop open and then you just see all of the floats. And I wanted it to really stay upright and be close to my neck. So just one additional repeat and that was perfect. For the ribbing, I did a folded over rib, which adds, I don't know, I just thought it would be something different and maybe to help with my flipping over. And instead of just tacking it down like normal, I did a single crochet around. So I would single crochet through both stitches to tack it down. And I think it just turned out really pretty. Like, I think it's a really pretty edge. So essentially what I did was I would crochet through the two fabrics and do a slipped stitch, and then I would do a single crochet and then a slip so that there would be some stretch or some give in it. If you just did a single crochet, it would end up pulling it all, or not a single crochet. Maybe I should say if you just did one stitch, so either slipped all the way around or single crocheted around all the way around, I think it would pull in and you wouldn't get as much stretch as like the rest of the fabric of the cowl. I think it turned out great. I think it's gorgeous. It's really dark in here. I'm gonna turn the light on. Hopefully that's better. But now that winter is here, unless I am recording on the weekend, it's, you know, you record at night. Looking at the cowl, you knew it wasn't going to use a ton of yarn. So I have a lot of leftovers from the mini set. I did not use this green because it didn't really like go with the rest of them. Like these are all, they're like black, purple, black, green, black, blue, black, red. And this is just straight up green. So it didn't fit in. So I did not use this color. It's still a really pretty color. It just didn't work with the cowl that I had in mind. So I have all this leftovers, and I'm either gonna use them to make some socks, or I'm thinking of making like coffee or tea cozies to put around your drink for my coworkers, and these would be really pretty. And my plan with that is to use like doodle patterns and, you know, just either one or doodle all the way around and just make a sleeve for a drink. So I kind of think I'd rather do that than crochet things. I think I'd rather knit than crochet. So that's my plan with these guys. Guess I'll just put this yarn over here. And then the last thing I finished is this. Yay! This is where I started. And you can see my progress keeper. And I finished. Hilariously, I can't remember what this shawl is called again. Suburban. This is the Suburban Wrap by Joji Locatelli. I'm sure you can see I wove in the ends. Ah! So all I have to do is block it. Back in April when I cast this on, which I know because I was looking at the pictures, I had this idea for a stop motion video, and I took the pictures and I'm gonna try and put that together and make a reel. We'll see how it worked. I'm so pleased with this. And it snowed already, so I don't know if I'll even be wearing this with my jeans jacket. We'll see, but perfect fall accessory. So pretty, so pretty. I also had leftovers for this, and these are gonna make the most adorable socks. So I definitely used up the most of Trading Post and then Marina, and then I still have quite a bit left over from, what is this called? I mean, I've said it so many times. Bittersweet, right? Yes, Bittersweet. I thought maybe I could use this blue for those other socks. Might be a little bit too teal, but whoop, almost dropped it. So there we go. More extras to go in the scraps socks pile, which I'm trying to make smaller, but I knit more things and create more scraps than I knit scrappy socks. And I don't like scrappy socks. I don't like that look. So basically it's using enough colors that look good together to make it look like it's a sock set or something, not a scrappy sock. More leftover yarn. So those are my finished objects. Moving to my works in progress. The thing that I had planned to have finished, but I, to be frank, just lost steam, is my azalea sweater. I have gotten quite a lot done. Okay, yes. So here it is. Here it is. This is the front. So it looks really good. I'm definitely going to use up all the yarn because it is quite wide. And basically my plan of attack is, because I don't have matching dye lots and the yarn is definitely different. My plan is to use up all of the yarn in the body except for the cuff, and then have enough yarn, like one skein that I split between the two sleeves so that this part here is the same color as this sweater, and then fade it in to the lighter color. And so the sleeves will be mostly that other color, and like the cuff and the neck will be the other color, just to like make it look more intentional. I would love it if I could get everything finished in the main color and then just do the cuffs of the arm, the sleeves, the body, and the neck all, and leave that for that other yarn. But I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I don't think 6 skeins or whatever I bought is going to do the trick, because I believe I am on my 4th skein already. So this is by, I think she goes by Giselle. The testing is over. The pattern is already out. I'm a terrible Terrible tester, but I have excuses. I ordered this yarn. It did not arrive before I went to LA, and my plan, and I was in LA for a whole month. My plan was to work on this. And then when I got back and got the yarn and started looking at it and knitting with it, I realized I did not have enough yarn, and I could not find my original purchase order to like see, was I really that dumb and that I really only ordered 6 skeins when I needed like 9 or 10. So that threw me off. So then I had to wait for more, and then when it came and it just wasn't it's not the same dye lot and they were visibly different, like that was just like another blow. So anyway, I'm definitely still excited about the sweater. I lost a bit of steam on it, but I am going to keep working on this. This is not going to be a lingering sweater. I'm trying to break that habit. I don't want to have lingering projects anymore. That, because it's so big, I keep it inside of this really adorable blue pumpkin bag that I got at either a Home Goods or a TJ Maxx. I just think it's really cute. What is the brand? Is there a brand? Like the tag made it look like there's a brand, but I'm not really seeing one. I think it's really, really cute. And it does have a boxed bottom. I didn't do a ton of the project that I keep in my Freckled Whimsy bag. This is the Did I seriously, like, yes I did. I'm 2 stitches into a row. This is the Does this have something to do with Paris? I can't remember what the name of this pattern is. It'll be below. The yarn I'm using is one of those Shawl in a Balls by Lion Brand. It's, do I have the, yes I do, no I don't. Oh, here's the pattern. I did not print the name on there. Suggestions for designers. I don't print like the first page that is just a picture of your project or scarf. I just print the picture. I just print the part that has the instructions I need. So if you don't have a footer with your name, your pattern name, hashtag, any of that, I don't know. I don't remember. And it, like, this has no name. So suggestion, if you're a designer, put it in the footer. Then it's on every single page that gets printed, because I do not print every single page of a pattern. I actually don't do that much printing now anyways, since I have really started focusing on using my Kindle, or not my Kindle, my iPad for patterns and stuff. So this is just a mindless scarf that I started because I kept staring at this yarn on the left while I work. So I work over here, you're propped on the desk that I work, and then this yarn was just chilling over here somewhere, and I just kept looking at it and on a whim decided to cast something on. And so this is this scarf that I decided to start knitting, and I think it's really cute, and I think it's gonna be like a really good gift. I think it'll look great as a gift. I'm surprised I don't have the ball band for this, since this isn't like a long forgotten cast on. Then I cast on new socks. So when I finished the Irving socks, I cast on a new pair, and these are gift socks. I'm not very far, and honestly the pattern is probably going to be hard to see because there's no direct sunlight. The sun is setting, and so the lights are all artificial, but there it is. I'm not sure where the gray is from, but the purple. So there's the gray. I think it's a bit more tonal than, more variegated tonal, if that's the right way to describe that, than the Miss Babs. The purple is from Luna Bud Knits, which is from Nicholasville, Kentucky. It is their Buddy base, which is a 75-25, and the colorway is Thanatos. The pattern is from 52 Weeks of Socks, Volume 2. And it is called Forest Trail by Barbara from Barbara von Stieglitz. And they look like this. So those are the socks. Gift knit socks. And then the last thing that is new on my knitting needles, they're in a new acquisition, which is this project bag. It is a brand called Vita Lifestyle in collaboration with Paradise Island. And in the bag is my festival sweater. So I have just finished the collar. So it's a folded over collar, and I haven't read the rest of the instructions or what happens next, but I'm assuming I switch to my larger needles and start the neck shaping, top of the sweater shaping. I did knit a swatch, which I'm questioning why it's not in this bag, because I thought I put it in this bag. It is baffling. Oh, here's the tag. I did knit a swatch, and my swatch told me that I needed to go down some needle sizes, so I did. I did not knit a second swatch, but I did measure my pre-block to my post-block, so I saw how much it changed. My pre-block was almost spot on, but then my post-block was like, way too big. So, very pleased. The colors I'm using, or the yarn and colors I'm using, it is Sundness Gone Double Sunday in the color 2321. And then I'm going to do two different colors for the little bobble stripes. I have a petite knit colorway in 9882, and then another petite colorway in 3553. I think it's gonna be gorgeous. It's kind of like a pink color and then a green color. I don't know how well those colors show up. very exciting. I know, I had no business casting on a sweater for myself. I have a lot of other things that I had planned to knit, but I just wanted some simple stockinette knitting, to be honest. So I cast something else on, and I'm super excited. And that takes us to acquisitions. I bought this bag at Cakepalooza. I bought an actual purse at Rhinebeck, and this is from, I went digging to find this name because the name is nowhere on the bag. It was like Red something wing. Oh my gosh, I'm so angry. I'll have it on the bottom of the screen of what it was called. I think it's gorgeous. So it has a strap, and I'm having a hard time telling if it's leather or pleather. But the leather pleather is here. There's a nice little guy here because you can convert this into a backpack because the straps are long enough if you extend them out. It has a zipper pocket on the back here and that extends all the way down. The main part of the purse is waxed canvas, and then this part is water resistant as well. And then you flip it open. You have the gold accented on the inside. You have two pockets here again, and then on the inside you have two pockets on the side as well. It's not very wide, but it holds a lot of things and it's gorgeous. I really like it. To close it, it's got a ring. Put your pleather leather piece and you snap it closed. And there's your purse, and it's gorgeous. I love it a lot. Very pleased that I found it. Then the surprise purchase when I realized that they were at Rhinebeck is my thread and maple needle binder. Who keeps losing needles? I need to put these in a different pouch. Moved. So I bought the extra large version because why not? It was like $10 more, $15 more. It has a zipper here, magnet. If you've never seen one of these, you're in for a treat. So it's a binder, and this is like the main piece. There's a pocket on this side, and it comes with one of these cloths things to like buff out the scratches or to like make more scratches. I'm not really sure what this does. I think it makes it more worn. Then there's the two pockets. There's this guy, so you can put things through it. And then I purchased one filler sleeve, and you can see that it folds because you can take these out and then they're like separate folder pieces. And I wanted this for my fixed circulars because those are the ones that don't really have a binder or a home. They just stay in their plastic sleeves. And for some of them, I've had them for over 10 years. So the plastic sleeve that you buy it in is just not cutting it anymore. So I wanted to move them. I have more than just these, but I wanted to put some in. Wasn't entirely sure how to organize it. So got those in. And then the other thing I wanted to organize, again, because they're just in their little plastic sleeves, are my double pointed. And the actual folio has these pockets, and I thought, perfect, double pointed. So these were the two pieces that I needed the most. So it was just one sleeve and the unit, and then there's still a pocket back here. This is expensive. I will not deny that. And it's definitely, there are way more cheaper ways to do this, but I have wanted one forever. And they're so hard to get. Like, their updates are kind of hectic and frenzied to buy one of these. And so when I saw them and they had them, it felt like it needed to happen. So I'm very happy with this purchase. Then the yarn that I bought, I'll just put it in this milk crate. I went to Indie Untangled, Cakepalooza, and Rhinebeck. At Indie Untangled, I purchased from Gabby of Plies and Hellhounds the leather bound in her Nectar base, which is a 60% superwash merino, 20% yak, and 20% silk. And this is for a shawl. It's just a really pretty brown. At Cakepalooza, I purchased a sweater quantity for a very specific sweater. A sweater quantity of Kid Silk lace. And this was from Vita Lifestyle, and this is her buttercream colorway. So there's the logo, and there's the yarn. This, and I'll put the name of the pattern for what I'm gonna make. And that needed 6 skeins. So this was my Cakepalooza purchase. So this was Friday in the rain. Oh, and the Vita Lifestyle also came with a tote. So I walked away with a lot of bags. Then at Rhinebeck, I purchased 1 sweater quantity there of Primrose Yarn Co. with Brooklyn Tweed in their forage yarn. So 4 skeins of that. This is a worsted weight, and it is American Targhee Columbia wool, woolen spun in the smokestack color. So pretty. Also purchased with intention, with a project in mind. And then while we were at the Primrose booth, they pulled out a bunch of yarn, and it was their second sale. So I had another sweater that I was looking for, and it's a colorwork sweater. It's either called Leaves or Foliage. It's in the Strains of Joy. So I purchased this. Instead of 32, it was 22. And then because I saw it and I needed to have it, I bought this crazy thing. This is Animal, and this one is Falling for You. They definitely don't go together, but how fun. And those are the yarns and items that I purchased at Rhinebeck. I did receive purchase one more thing of yarn, and that is from Birch and Lily. This is her Surrey, Birch Surrey, and in 7 Pembroke Lane, which is inspired by The Parent Trap. And it's like pinks, greens. I don't know. I think there might be some yellows, and there's like a haze of blue somewhere. I thought that this would make just a really nice Christmassy sweater without being too Christmassy, like a vintage Christmas. So another sweater quantity purchased with purpose. I do have a sweater in mind for that as well. And then for Halloween, my mom sent me just like a little Halloween thing. It had this Hedgehog Fibers mini, which was the Halloween colorway, and Katrinkle's stitch marker set in the glow-in-the-dark skulls, which it's taken me, what, almost a year to realize that I can use my watch as a viewfinder, which I'm now seeing I Am Frozen on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I don't know why I never thought to do that. So that's why I keep looking at my wrist. So, ooh. Is that viewable? I don't know. Can you see it? Can you tell what that is? So there's 5 of them, and apparently they glow in the dark. Have not tested that, but cool nonetheless. And that's everything for this episode. I talked about my Rhinebeck experience in my vlogs for Vlogtober. But I feel like if I don't address it, then someone might comment or whatever. But I was not at Woolen Folk. I only went to Cakepalooza and Indie Untangled. It was pouring rain on Friday. It was not very pleasant, but both of those venues made do with what they had. Cakepalooza is outside. It's on a parking lot. I think all the vendors knew that it's outside and that it was going to rain, and so there were tents and all of that jazz. Indie Untangled is 2 open barns, so there's roofs, but you can't get to each of them without going outside. But there was golf carts that were taking people back and forth. It was hard to see the yarn because the sun wasn't out and there's really not a lot of light. So, it is what it is. Rhinebeck was crowded, but a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. We stayed at a cabin. So, we had a bit bigger space, but there was nowhere to sit. So we couldn't really chill and knit. So that would be the thing I would change, is having some sort of sitting area. But it was a lot of fun. It was really unfortunate what happened with Woolen Folk, and then the craziness of social media, just getting really crazy and loud and stressful. And, it's not a great situation for anybody, anyone. And yes, the person who makes the decisions of how to run that festival, in hindsight, didn't make the best decisions and isn't owning up to those decisions, and it's a bad look for anyone involved, and it's a bad experience for everybody involved, including the person who's running it. So it sucks all around. And yeah, so I feel like Woolen Folk is done. I don't know if anyone who, as a vendor, is going to want to put their name next to that. So I kind of think that Woolen Folk is over. And does that open the door for somebody else to step in and do another event, or are we kind of maxed out? So don't know. I hope you enjoyed Vlogtober. If you watched it, thank you. If you didn't, that's totally cool too. I'm looking forward to November in just doing some more knitting, doing some more reading, and, getting geared up for the holiday season, which is basically now. I love the holiday season. I love the feeling. I love the Christmas lights. I do enjoy the Christmas music. I like the Christmas movies. I just like the feeling of anticipation. I love giving gifts. I love getting gifts. I love buying stuff. I like all of it. I like the consumerism around it. I like all the sales that happen. I like so much of it. I love Black Friday. I like the Black Friday of yore, not like what Black Friday is now, where you stay home. I don't know. I just love the craziness of waking up early, getting to the store at 5 a.m. and running in to like buy something, jumping over carts. Like, I know so many people hated that. Like, that was no one's definition of fun. It was so exhilarating. I loved it. I still remember one year, I think I was in college. I might have been a freshman, and I came home, and I think that we were getting my little brother a DS, and we had a specific DS in mind. It was a blue one. I think it came with maybe not Super Mario. I think it came with Mario Kart or something. And there were only like 5 or 10 in the store. And I think it was Walmart. We got in. I literally jumped over a cart because people had carts, which is like rookie mistake. You do not have a cart when you're trying to get into places like that. And because I saw it and people were like, you know, taking them from the shelves and stuff. I had to jump over a cart to get to it because the women would not move their carts for me to like go through the line. But I nabbed it, ran back to my mom. It was just exhilarating. And that's not how it is anymore. I don't think I haven't gone Black Friday shopping since the pandemic, actually. Which I know is not that long, but for me that is a long time because I was still a holdout. 2019, I was still like, let's go Black Friday shopping. It's just fun. I just really liked it. I didn't like when the stores started opening like at midnight. I didn't like that. I liked it when the stores opened at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. because that was just kind of fun. And then you would go out and we'd be out shopping, and then like at 10 or 11 o'clock, my mom and I would go get brunch or whatever, and then we'd go back out for round 2, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I do miss that, but you know, times change. You can just buy everything online now, which is good for the retailers, like the people working. Like, it's good for them. But I miss it. So Thanksgiving, my parents are going to be at my place, and I've got some activities planned, and I'm really hoping to just do some knitting, some reading, some working out, basically the same as what October was. And that's okay. That's all I got. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you in the next episode.